Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away.
It'll be if you want to watch a classic one. It's broadcasting me and D-Law.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Is it? Wait, hey.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose.
Hey, I know. Come check it. Come check out the feed. I feel you. Come check out the feed.
Unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
I got you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
He one of my kids, though. I don't know if something I did
Oh.
wrong.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
It ain't too late to come back, man.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it
on 4th and 14 and 16.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pump him up.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Pump him up.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm surprised he ain't put what's name in the game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I don't know. Oh, no, this is just a regular game, man. We were just trying out new offenses.
This ain't no franchise?
We played last night.
Oh, man, I don't give a fuck about that. I thought this was a league game.
Oh, last night I won 34-9.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
And that is incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
You know he come over there, he gonna win shit. Fucking pie chest motherfucker.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
I got to say something now.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I mean, he's straight up focused, yeah. Really.
Niggas in here rapping with a nigga, he's playing a game. You know he can't do it like that.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
People's turn. Not a real
First opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
He's in backyard.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
He said, fuck your shit up.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
What I'm saying, you ain't just know you couldn't jump up in this shit on your own, though. I know you can be in here more than that, though. You know.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
That's why I got you up here, because you don't want to talk about it.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That shit fun. Yeah, oh yeah.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
You just got to play defense. That's the big thing.
He was trying to slide and beat the shit out of you and then rap about it afterwards.
Oh, man. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to to the 33-yard line. The Cleveland Browns, Charles, it has been a tough season for them so far. Yes, they do have a couple wins, but 2-4-1 and another overtime loss in Week 7. This one at Tampa Bay. It's a team that could realistically have 5 or 6 wins right now.
Yeah, and I think that while they're keeping things competitive, as you mentioned, there could be some good news with that. I like their demeanor. They're not happy about being competitive. They want those wins that you just mentioned that they've let get away. 4th overtime game of the year already. But the good thing is Baker Mayfield is their starting quarterback. 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, a late touchdown that sent it to overtime, and then got beat on a 59-yard field goal by Chandler Catanzaro in the final 2 minutes of overtime.
Their 4th overtime game they've had this year. They're 1-3 in those contests.
By this weekend, right? Yeah, so it might be this weekend then, right? Detroit!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in. And we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes.
That was a nice ass
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
My dude started backpedaling and then hit that spin move and wrap.
Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14.
That shit was nasty, right? That spin move. He hit this nasty spin move. Woo. Put me on Sports Center. Yeah.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't.
Don't
You
fall
got
down on
everything
your
going
own.
your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might
Motherfucker
expect.
fell down on
But
his own
overall,
shit.
you like what your game plan's showing you. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And again, it's Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep middle. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 38 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Good play. Appreciate it. This playbook is pretty good.
Extra point attempt here still to come. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Hey, Barry, every time I walk out the room and I come back, it's a different street.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Take both of them. Black 30.
Toss play, counter, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Myles Garrett time.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. For Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the ground, it's Chubb. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Daniel McCullers in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Roethlisberger. And James has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter.
He went the wrong way.
And he'll be brought down. It's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question.
Yeah,
Having points this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defense is always talking about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That is that dog D, man.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
That's right. You're a Steelers fan, ain't you?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz is trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold on.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
I don't know the play for this play, but we lucky.
I don't know him either, man. I'm just picking him.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get up here for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was just waiting. I thought you was gonna hit on the outside.
Mayfield gonna lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it to the right side, and he's got
I hit the wrong fucking button.
6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Nope.
Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 71 yards.
No, I just tapped it once. I waited till my dude's feet were set, and then I tapped to hit the square.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
You did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
You sure you don't want to run one back? That's pretty fun.
Hey, send me that. Geeky.
Who is that? I'm sorry, I ain't see what your name popped up with. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find you though. Sometimes it don't let you find you when find the person you want to play. Oh, okay, cool. When?
Hey,
But I threw for 319
I ain't
yards.
folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch
See,
they in
it
my
don't let me
nose.
find you, baby. See if you can find me.
Just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the
Yeah,
mirror,
I'm in
flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the snow. Big inside this cases. One do me dirty. I'ma find you Leo out on the flow. 19.
Oh, hang on.
When you hit play together, it says create a new game session. You hit that. When you hit that,
I
then you
just
gonna
sent you
see.
the invite, bro.
Oh, okay, cool.
Then you see Matt 19.
Down, so
Got it.
I'll be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage.
I
Now
got
I'm
it.
in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under
Well, he sent
pressure,
it to
I ain't
me.
switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch they in my nose. Long nights, just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5
Make it
racks
easy
on this
on me,
fit,
baby.
just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up now. Data, I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me fingers.
Hey, it's somebody in here I have never beat. And I keep losing to him in the goddamn Super Bowl in the league. Motherfucker. I know you hear me, Black. I said, you the only one in here I ain't never beat. Always losing to you in the damn Super Bowl. That shit used to piss me off, man.
All right, much appreciated.
Yeah, he
Coach.
won by.
As we welcome
Oh,
all
when
of
he played me,
you to our
yeah, he did. I
exclusive
turned that fucking
coverage of
ball
the
over,
National
man.
Football
Tom
League
Brady was
on
throwing
EA Sports.
fucking wounded duck.
A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. To return, it's Peppers.
Oh, the goddamn kicker.
All the way on the other side of the field.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. 20. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. He got 29 yards that time.
No, I just hit it
You can
once.
see the time and effort
I
and
just have to
thought
make sure
that
my
they
dude's
put into
feet
their
was set.
passing game because it was evident right there.
Like when he
It
stepped
looks
up
like
in
a
the
simple pitch and catch.
when he stepped up in the
But you and
pocket
I both
before I
know
threw it,
that
I
they
just
have
made him
planned
make
for
sure he
this
got his
and
feet
worked
set
hard
first,
to make
like,
it
trying
happen.
to throw it on the run.
Where you go, LB?
LB ain't gonna get on until 8
A
o'clock.
first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mayfield now on 2nd down.
Oh, he dropped
only
it.
did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I think it's because I
It's
threw
easy
it
to
too
see
hard.
when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right
Threw
on the
that thing
break,
as hard as I could.
you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left.
Oh, God, that's the wrong dude.
It's intercepted.
He threw it right over the
He
wheel.
picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's pretty good, man. He's going to have a good career. That's what your cousin? Yeah, man, he's going to have a good career.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they had. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, Darnold. His throw caught at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, 27 yards. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. To return, it's Peppers. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
I know.
Pick
That's
up
why I
there,
was waiting.
26 yards.
I think it all came together there in breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm born and raised in Cleveland.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Here's Darnold now on second down. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
No, check. Patriot.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. To the air again, Darnold. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. field to throw.
Oh,
It is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Jets offense set to take over. And it was a tough week 7 for Sam Darnold in that 20-point loss to Minnesota. Now, look, it wasn't all his fault. You told me that. The running game struggled, but 3 interceptions, a couple of fumbles, one of them lost. He was just off a little bit.
He certainly was, and it evoked memories of the criticism of him coming out of college. Too many turnovers, not just the interceptions, but taking care of the ball in the pocket. You just mentioned those. But the Jets were still in it at the half. They're only down 10-7. The problem is they're trying to do it against the Minnesota Vikings, who are so tough on defense. They pulled away in the second half. When you don't get Isaiah Crowell going running the football, what's it, the last 2 weeks, 24 carries, 69 yards after putting up over 200 against Denver? That's going to be the result. Sam Darnold will struggle a little bit more.
And now the Jets below 500 at 3-4. Back to throw, Darnold. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Darnold from the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse from 4 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
15 tackles are a lot better than this.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Detroit!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Darnold on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without...
Man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa as the first half is winding down. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? Throwing touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Say, don't even hit that shit full power. Just slow down before you can go like halfway.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. To return, it's Peppers. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, finding some room at midfield, and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
No, check, Patriot!
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but, boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He was torching the backside of his defense.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
What's up, man?
Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after, right
that was
down
maybe
the
it was
middle. And they will shake one more off this lead.
Yeah, I'm out here getting my head wrapped.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Hey, Sam Darnold.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. He's got his man. It's Curse. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. To throw is Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16.
Dang, sorry about that, man. I got kicked out the chat for some reason.
Yard line.
I did too, because it popped up. It said network error. It kicked me out the chat.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch it now, Barney.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Let's take it at around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I hate the one when they dive past that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're like nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his...
That is
gotta be kidding me.
in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't hit it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Mayfield. And pass free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Mayfield again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 59 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
So
here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Back there, Philly, here we go.
Can't do nothing.
Here's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. To return, it's Peppers. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line.
Man, I got to switch this dude up.
In the 4th quarter? It's too late for that.
I mean, obviously I ain't going to win the game, but I'm about to keep this clown in here and keep throwing underthrown passes.
Damn, I ain't get a fucking car wash. All niggas can't do shit tonight, man. Making coach adjustments with 1 minute left in the 4th quarter phase.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I had to take Bake out, man. That motherfucker throwing too many picks.
Who you got behind Bake?
Tyrod.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Anyway, they wanted to move with the rook.
I don't know about Beckham, man. He's a short passer right now.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor.
Oh my
And
God.
a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, he got me behind Beckham, man. He was short passer right now.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, not the short pass. I try to
Facing this fourth quarter,
you know what I try to do? I try to
they
place
had to
it
throw the
low,
ball, and
so
on
you
the
can
other
go
side,
get it.
they were
You
ready.
wouldn't
No
fucking
doubt
move.
about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have. And all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is Crowell on the catch. A good pick up there at 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Darnold now to throw. He's got Curse. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw, Darnold.
And let that
On the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Given 30 yards there. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hey, boy. That's one thing I got to dump at, boy. I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga don't get visitors knocking, boy. People don't knock at this dude, boy. Oh, shit.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that once he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Good game, lady.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. To return, it's Peppers. And he's got room. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Most definitely.
Charles, it's one thing
What
to
league
win.
you
It's
in?
another
Which
thing to
one?
win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
What team
They
you got?
can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put
I
up
think we
that
played
number
this
of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and
Bengals,
things are working and
huh?
clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Nah, and not to
So
do
that'll do
But
it for
you
my
gotta charge
partner,
it up.
Charles
I ain't
Davis.
never charge it up. It's motion sensor. That should say. I said, ain't with me, then it ain't right. X, bro, you really let me say that dumb shit just now? Bro, come on, bro. Y'all would correct me, bro. If I'd have said that shit in public, bro, who would have looked at me retarded, bro? Slick, I don't be on that painting crib shit like you, bro. Yeah, bro, I was straight off of that, bro. I was about to do a project, man. What color your shit in white? To the point I got a finger licking hold that shake in the grease, man. I got a finger licking hold that shake in the grease. Nah. Listen, you know.